Hey there everyone, hope y'all are having a great day. So I wanted to share with you a swap that I was in with Scrap the World, which is Tmika, and we were to make a postcard, which is 4x6, and a dangle charm. So she didn't say exactly how long the dangle charm had to be, but you know, a dangle charm isn't very large. So anyway, some of the requirements were we had to make one set per person, and we were in groups of 5, and I was in one of those groups, and I made an extra one for Tmika. We needed to use a heavy card base, so that's what I did. I doubled up on some of the card, the base to make it stronger. Some sort of dimension to our postcard. We had to have a neutral sentiment on there. On the dangle charm, we had to have a clasp or an element to attach to a charm. So there were 3 different groups, and my group was the shabby. There was Sweet Treat and Image. So let me show you what I have done. This is my dangle, and this is how I have packaged it. This is my postcard and how I have packaged it. And I wanted everything to match, so I've used the same paper line for everything. So let me show you what the dangle looks like. So this is the dangle that I have made, and they're all the same. I think one of the dangles has a different bead here at the bottom. It has the longer teardrop bead because I thought I had enough, and I had already put it on there, and I really liked the way it looked, so I just left it on there. So one of them is going to be slightly different, but everything else is the same. They all have a little key. They all have this little bead at the bottom and this pretty marble pink and white. So I put it on this little card because, you know, I wanted to be a little extra. So on the base is an applique with flowers, and I just put some flat backs on the center there. And I put a little cluster of flowers, and I went over it with a wink of Stella and this little cluster, you know, center cluster. I don't know what they're called, but you know, this little center cluster. And I put some trim at the top, and then I put this on this trim at the top, and I glued it all the way down so that the dangle wouldn't move around. It would stay right there in that position where I had it. And on the back, I just put my information on there, and I cut it out with, you know, a little ticket die, and I put a little butterfly on there. I love that little butterfly. And I went ahead and, you know, inked the edges so that it wasn't all totally white. So, and I inked the edges on here because, as you know, I don't like white edges. They do slip by once in a while, but not on this one. So anyway, that is my dangle for the swap. And then my postcard is, okay, so on the postcard, I have the bottom layer, which is this one right here. And I did use white postcard, a white, poster board. Oh, I'm so sorry. White poster board on that, and I just inked the edges with gold, and then I cut this square out, which is this matte, and I kind of distressed the edges a little bit, you know, just so they wouldn't be white, and I went over it with some ink. And then I cut this one out, and then this die is I think the third, it's a set of dies that I have that are nesting. And then you can't see this very well, but it's cut out. The Eiffel Tower is cut out on glitter stock. Yeah, you can't see it very well. But anyway, so I put the dress form here. Someone gave me this in a swap during Christmas for an advent calendar. and I thought I'd use it on here. So I put the little dress form, I inked it, I put a little heart flat back on there that is generic from overseas. And then I put another cluster of flowers here. I put the blue one on there so it'll, you know, break up the pinkness on there, but I love pink. And then I put some trim at the bottom, and then flat backs, and then one enamel dot on there. And again, I used a wink of Stella on all the flowers. And excuse me, and that is the front. Oh, my sentiment is bonjour. So I just cut that, you know, the fishtail on each side, popped it up, you know, to where it's curved. It's not, you know, straight. And then I put a couple of pearls on there. This 3D butterfly, I am in love with that little butterfly punch, and it is from the Paper Studio. And yeah, so I really like that little butterfly. I made it 3D, so I cut out 2, of course, and I glued the middle, brought the little top wings up, and went over it with wink of Stella as well. So that is the front of my postcard. And then on the back, it took me a while. I had everything made, but I had ordered a stamp set because I didn't have any kind of stamp set to stamp the back, and it took a little bit longer than I thought it would take to get here. So, but it finally got here, stamped the back, put everything together, and it was ready to go. So on the back, the stamp, as you can see, I went off a little bit, and you'll see it here and there, ladies. If you're if you get my swap, you'll see it, you know, those little marks here and there. But there's the stamp, and then it came with an ink pen. It also came with the Eiffel Tower, and my idea was to put the Eiffel Tower as the divider, but it was just too big. So, but it also came with this ink pen and the inkwell, so I thought that would be a cute divider. And then on the top, it's got Paris on there, and then it had a little ticket, so I went ahead and put the little ticket on there because this one has a ticket on the back, so I thought I would put that little ticket on there. So overall, I was pleased with the way it came out. I hope that the ladies that are receiving these, you know, are you know, equally pleased. And then for goodies, all I did was I purchased some stamps from Joanne, and then something that we can all use, which are the little foam stickers on there, the you know, elements to raise your projects up. So these are the foam stickers, and then on the back I cut a frame. It is like a shadow box frame. They are so adorable. But anyway, so I cut one of those out. I cut some thin poster board so that when they make their little frame, it's nice and sturdy. So, and I left all the pieces in there, even the negative ones, because they might be able to find something to do with them. So anyway, that is my my entry for the swap at Scrap the World with Tmika. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed what I've shared with you. I had so much fun making this, and as soon as I saw it pop up, her swap, I knew I wanted to do it because I knew what I was going to do. Anyway, guys, y'all have a great day, and thanks for watching.